Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my 44 amazing subscribers. Welcome to another video of the Kraken's Lair Comics. And as you know, we're going to go deeper and deeper into the Kraken's Lair for a really cool live unboxing. Stay tuned. We're moving deeper into the Kraken's lair. I just like showing my Egyptian stuff. I hope you guys appreciate it. Like, I really think my house is like really cool, but you're here for the comic books. And I'm going to show you a really key early Fantastic Four comic. Ooh, spoiler alert. So stay tuned, my 44 loyal subscribers. We'll be right back. Here we are. Welcome, my 44 amazing, wonderful, outstanding subscribers. It's been a while since I've done a shout out to some of my subscribers, and for me, I think it's like really fun. Some of the channels that I watch, when they respond to a comment or they call out my name, like I kind of enjoy it. So I want to read off a couple of you guys. Hopefully you're watching this video. You should be watching every single one of my videos. But Gotham Collections, a newer one. There were some comments on some of my videos, so I wanted to give Gotham, Batman, Gotham City, Gotham Collections, give a shout out there. Jesse, Jesse, not IE, Jesse Lynch, Silver Age 66, MN Comic Books. Forgive me if I butcher this name. It's Agmir Abdo, AGHMIRABDO. Agmir Abdo. He found my channel via the Chris We Love Comics channel, and he watches every one of my videos. He leaves comments, which I really like. I don't do this to collect subscribers, but it is nice to know that people are watching, engaging. It's the comic book community, right? Community. So comments are always well received, just knowing people are watching. So Agmir Abdo, well done, sir. Thank you for watching all of my videos. Jambo Comics, Kendall Kidd, KENDALLKIDD, Kendall Kidd. I've got to give a shout out to Alex the Comic Hoarder. Back when I had like 8 subscribers, he linked something about one of my videos, or call to, hey man, check this guy out. And he bumped my subscribers up significantly. And then when I was like at like 26 or something, he did it again. And Alex the Comic Hoarder, like, I love his channel. He has got great books. He gets a lot of Golden Age books that I've just never seen. He finds great prices on them. A lot of times it's like shocking, for books that are that old and the condition that he's finding these in. Just beautiful books. Such a great part of like comic book history. For that alone, I love his channel. His advice, his tips, it's definitely worth checking out. Alex the Comic Hoarder. This is a newer subscriber person I found. Skeff's Comic Knowledge. SKEFF. Skeff's Comic Knowledge. He's really fun. He's fun to watch. Just a great channel. It seems like he collects comics, newer comics, older comics, like mostly getting stuff like graded CGC, but just an enjoyable channel just to watch, because you can tell this guy loves comics. He is so excited. Like every time he does a live unboxing or he's talking about comic books, he's so animated, and it's so truthful and real, that for maybe what his channel is missing, and like flashing lights and like graphics and like here's Spider-Man swinging across the screen or whatever, it's just a really fun channel to watch. So I would say check that out. Certified Comic Shop, another one of my subscribers. Mr. Comics 89, a huge Spider-Man fan. He also collects like Funko Pop toys. He's got some really key Spider-Man issues. He does a lot of fun stuff where like it's like these versus videos, like this character and his run of comic books versus this character and comic books. Not personally my cup of tea. I've watched some of them. They are enjoyable, but I urge you to check out Mr. Comics 89. Comic book flipping. As the name would suggest, this channel is about sort of, acquiring comic books, speculation comic books, getting them at a low price that have higher value. I know for a lot of people in the comic book community, like, that's just awful. Like, how dare you? How dare you make money off of comic books, and this just ruins it. But the dude's got a soul. I mean, you can tell he loves comics, and the books that he's getting at the low prices that he is getting some of them for and getting them graded, put these in the hands of other collectors, which could be you, right? You might be like really glad to get that, whatever. Doesn't matter what it is. Conan #1, Amazing Spider-Man #14, X-Men '94, Giant Size X-Men 1. And the fact that this guy's done the legwork and found them inexpensive and spent the additional time and money to get them graded to where if you're laying out a decent amount of your money, you know exactly what you're getting. And if this guy's doing all this legwork and he is making a little bit of money, who cares? What's wrong with that? Nobody's holding the proverbial gun to your head going, you have to buy this comic book or I'm executing your family and your dog. If you don't like his prices, don't buy them. If you think you can find a better deal, go do it. If you don't like graded books, go find a raw copy. Like, there's no wrong way to collect comics. Do what makes you happy. But comic book flipping is a really good channel. He has like great comic books, and I'm like, I might need to buy some of those. So today, live unboxing. I'm already 8 minutes into this video, and I know people are like, Dan, just show the comics, man. Just show the comics. So I'm going to. I cut the tape on this just to hopefully make this a short video. That wasn't like flipping you guys the bird. That's like fingers crossed. I want to make sure on that. Fingers crossed. It's not like that. It's fingers crossed. Once again, one of the channels that I watch, great box. I'm totally going to repurpose this. Just a great, very firm box. You will note that the seller, very thick bubble wrap, always appreciated. You don't ever know what your mailman is going to do. You cannot take anything for granted. When you do that, that's when bad things happen, people. When, you're like, oh no, I thought it was going to get there safe, but alas, it did not. Thankfully, in all of my years of buying from sellers on eBay, I've had two issues that come to mind. One was when I bought a bunch of Vampirella comic books, and the guy literally took a stack of them and put it in one of those gold envelopes, nothing, no cardboard, no bubble wrap or anything, and it was a lot of weight, and it like broke the seal, and a number of those magazines ended up missing by the time it got to my mailbox. I contacted the seller. We negotiated. He was like very kind about it, and certainly we came up with a reasonable solution. There was a time that I got a Conan number 24, second appearance of Red Sonja. Opened up the book, which I urge everybody to do, because you have buyer protection, you have eBay protection. If you wait a year, you don't. And I opened up this book, and I noticed, like, I don't even remember the details now, but like, it was off a staple, or there was the centerfold, and the second wrap was off the staple, and the seller just didn't know. And so, like, I took pictures, like, hey man, I just got this, and refunded my money, no problem. I sent the book back. I ended up actually finding a better copy, like much cheaper. So, great, win-win. So that's like 2 situations in a decade of buying stuff on eBay. So, be confident. It's cool. Now, I've said in a couple of my videos, and I did one with my lovely and amazing daughter, Savannah, when she was home for the holidays, that Chris from the We Love Comics channel has been for years talking about, hey man, Fantastic Four is going to come to the MCU. It's not if, it's when. Now at this point, I'm sure everybody, like, you've heard the announcements. It is happening. However, you have not missed the boat. There is still a window of time. Dr. Doom could be in the first one. We don't know. Galactus could be in the first movie. We don't know. Silver Surfer. We don't know. It could be the Impossible Man. Shout out to my buddy Chance Acting Demo when he showed his Impossible Man, which I think they should cast Pee Wee Herman at least at the voice. Anyway, we don't know what villains are going to be in the first Fantastic Four movie. We don't know what supporting characters might show up in the first Fantastic Four movie. And of course, they're going to mine this property forever. Forever. Because it's cool characters, it's cool stories, and there's that much meat on those bones. So you've not missed the boat. Now, some of these books are not inexpensive. Fantastic Four 48, not inexpensive. Fantastic Four number 5, first appearance of Dr. Doom, not inexpensive. Number 6, second Dr. Doom, Submariner, not inexpensive. But whatever you're seeing these prices at, I suggest gocollect.com, where it shows not speculative value, but sales of graded, CGC graded, what these books are going for. So before you lay out your money, if you're looking on eBay, whether the seller says, in my opinion, it's a 3.5, a 4.0, 4.5, or whatever, and based on the pictures that they show, you can actually go and look and see what is the value of this book. Now, the prices on these books now are only going to rise. Dr. Doom in a trailer, Silver Surfer in a trailer, Submariner, some Easter egg, something, they're going to explode, right? So you still have time. I'm trying my best to acquire whatever I can right now, because I listen to my own advice and I'm like, yeah, I need to get these now. So today, I've got to flip the screen. Sorry for my janky little channel, but I'm going to flip the screen. Give me 1 second, people. Got this in the mail today. Now, is it a 9.8? No. Is it a 9? No. Is it an 8? No. It's a 3.5. This book is from 1963. One of the very wise things that Chris says is low condition is better than no condition. So this is Fantastic Four number 17. I'll have to run it through in my head real quick. So his first appearance is number 5. He's in number 6. He's in number 10, number 16. So this is the 5th appearance of Doctor Doom. Now, for a 3.5, I thought every collector has things that they can accept and not. I don't like huge hunks missing out of a cover. So like creases, even color breaking creases along the spine, I can handle. There's no hunks missing out. There is no big creases across the cover that sort of damages the artwork. It looks like there's like a little one right there. But it's not so major. The colors still look really nice. It's not a facsimile cover. There's no pages missing. It's not restored. And I've bought a couple of restored books, so I'm not even hating on that. But for me, this 3.5, it presents really nice. Full disclosure, I paid exactly what this book is worth. GoCollect.com, CGC graded. The guy was wanting a little bit more than it was worth, so in a respectful way, I contacted him. He lowered his price to $140, and there was $10 shipping. So total $150, and that is exactly what this book in a 3.5 is worth now. Once again, looking down the road to when Doctor Doom, I'll pull this out of plastic. I know my channel's janky, peeper. Sorry. See, look, that pops a lot more, doesn't it? Those reds, those yellows. It is already graded, so I don't have to spend the expense to do that. But like I said, I paid exactly what the fair market value of this book is right now. But I look down the road. It's Fantastic Four number 17. It's the fifth appearance of Doctor Doom. So when they put Doctor Doom into the MCU, do you think the price of this book is going to A, stay the same, B, go lower, or C, rise in value? I'm going with C, that it is going to rise in value. So I'm still waiting on my comics from PGX to come back. One of those is FF number 6. You're going to see a couple more of these videos. I just purchased Fantastic Four Annual number 2 that is the origin of Doctor Doom. My point of this is, people, you have not missed the boat. $140, is that cheap? No. Is it out of the realm of possibility? No. I'm sure that you could, stop buying Starbucks coffee at $5 a pop. You could lay off some cigarettes. You could not go to the bar one night. And in a month or two, you could have the money to purchase a book like this. Because like I said, you've not missed the boat. I doubt that Doctor Doom is going to be in the first Fantastic Four movie. I could be wrong. If I'm right, I think you're looking at about 4 or 5 years. Probably closer to 5 until he shows up. So there's still time. But in 5 years, when this book I spent $150 on is now worth $350, $450, $550. You know, you'll look at this video and go like, oh, I totally should have listened to Dan, the Kraken man, and bought that for $150 when I had the chance. So, screen one more time so you can see my amazing smile. Like I said, you've not missed the boat on this. Doctor Doom, Silver Surfer, Galactus, Submariner. There's some key issues. Find what you can afford. If like I can't afford Fantastic Four #5, the first appearance of Doctor Doom. I just can't. I can't drop thousands of dollars on that book right now. I still look. There might be the seller that has no clue, or I still check out flea markets and roadside houses like have little flea market or whatever. Like I always look for those like long boxes of comics because you never know. But I did get Fantastic Four #6. I do now have Fantastic Four #17. I do have. I showed it in a video with my daughter. The FF27 with Submariner on the cover. I'm currently looking at FF #14, another Submariner cover. And these aren't multiple $1,000 books. So, look, see what you can afford. One thing that Chris and a lot of the channels that I watch always say is like, sometimes you got to go to the next best thing. Because when FF #5, first appearance of Doctor Doom, and FF #4, first appearance of Submariner, get to like where you can't get a coverless copy for less than 10 grand, collectors go, hey, what about Fantastic Four #6? And that will drive that price up. And then they'll look to the next appearance of Doctor Doom. I could be wrong here, people, but like FF #10. And that price will start to go up. They'll look at the next appearance of Submariner. I could be wrong, but like, FF 14. And that price is going to begin to rise. So if you can't afford the FF 4, 5, or 6, look to the next one. Look to the next one. Nobody wants you to, spend your rent money or, have the power turned off of your apartment to buy a comic book. But if you're patient and if you look and you put in the time and you do your research, you can get some of these books now. Because I'm telling you, this FF17, if I'd bought this 6 years ago, instead of $150, I probably could have got it for somewhere like in the 80 to 100 range. 6 years passes like that. In another 6 years, like I said, this is not going to be a $150 book. So if you're doing it for speculation purposes, you've not missed the boat. You've not missed that train. If you want to just read it, there's all kinds of ways that you can read this book. And people that do purchase comics for a speculation purpose, it doesn't ruin the hobby. If you want to see the artwork, you want to read the story, there's trade paperbacks. There's all kinds of ways. Like, I want to say that FF Annual 2 actually reprints the Doctor Doom story from FF #5, which, like I said, I can't afford. So that's my next best thing. I'm also aware of like somewhere in the 70s, Marvel did a trade paperback, like Bring on the Bad Guys. And I want to say like that reprints FF #5. I know it reprints Silver Surfer #3, first appearance of Mephisto. It reprints, there's like Loki stories in there. So some early, Journey into Mystery. There's a Red Skull story. There's, Green Goblin. There's all kinds of ways, that not even just like going online, but there's all kinds of ways that you can own a physical copy of some of these stories to look at the artwork and read them if that's what really motivates you and that's what you're about. I love these books. There's a lot of them I never thought I would own. I never thought I would own like ASM 14. I never thought I would own, Tales of Suspense 41. I never thought I would own this book. I never thought I would own Fantastic Four number 6. I never thought I would own Conan number 1, Silver Surfer number 1, Submariner number 1. But I'm patient and I wait for deals and I ask for deals and sometimes it's like I'm just saving like $10 on this book or $20 on this book. That all adds up because that's still money in Dan the Kraken Man's pocket that I can use to do other things. If you've been watching my videos, I've been selling duplicate comics so I can pay to have books graded. I've got almost 20 books at PGX right now. I'm working on the funds for the next 20. It's not money directly out of my wallet. It's, hey, I have multiple copies of this. This is a book that I don't care that much about. I'm not that invested in. Or maybe I bought it for $2 and now it's worth $150. And that's helping me fund getting books graded. It's helping me fund my hobby because honestly, I sold some books and I made like $600. And so I was like, yes, my next batch off to PGX. But I started buying comics. This is one. The FF Annual 2 is another one. I bought Tales of Suspense 58 and 59 because I'm like really excited about how my books graded. It's like also like I still like buying comics. So, I sort of derailed Kraken Man's plan, but this is all part of the fun. It's like, nobody's making me do anything. So if I make money and I choose to get a book graded or I make money and I choose to buy another book, this all fuels my love of the hobby and my love of comic books. I'm getting close to the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to let you all go. Thank you for watching. I sort of spoiler alert, like yes, I do have FF Annual 2 coming and Tales of Suspense 59 coming and some other books. The mail's kind of like snail pace right now, but they are coming. I've got tracking numbers on this stuff, so when they arrive I'll do more videos. Thank you for watching, everybody. Enjoy comic books, enjoy comic book collecting. This is Dan the Kraken Man at the Kraken's Lair Comics. I know my channel's janky, but I appreciate every single one of you that takes the time to watch it. Everybody, have a good evening. I will see you soon.